Good afternoon, fellow PPCers. For today's British edition of What Do You Know Wednesday, we're going to be taking a look at Google's Sitelink policy and how a ton of accounts are currently not following the guidelines. So what's the issue? Well, rumour has it that Google are going to start cracking down on sitelinks that break the current guidelines and checking through and disapproving them en masse fairly soon in the next few weeks. This could be wild speculation, but we thought we'd share what we were hearing with you guys, just so you weren't all suddenly surprised by a ton of sitelink disapprovals. So here's the main issue, and it stems from the destination URL requirements. You see the one I've highlighted here. It says each sitelink must point to different content. We don't allow two or more sitelinks in the same campaign or ad group to point to the same landing page or the same content. Now, some of you probably don't break this rule ever, but just having a quick look across search engine results pages, I found a ton of examples, and I was just going to go through with you now a couple of bad examples that would kind of break the rules if Google were to start enforcing them, and then a good example I found as well. So the first one, I just typed in cheap car insurance, and you can see here we got State Farm and we got usautoinsuranceNow.com, both of which have sitelinks. So you see the State Farm one here, we have switch and save, free quick auto quote, find an agent, discount double check. So you think, great, all of those are going to be different. Well, if we click through, we see that they do have one different site link, but the other three and the main link as well all go to the exact same discount double check, zip code check page. So that would be breaking the rules straight away. The next example I found from that same page was the usautoinsuranceNow.com, and you can see all of their site links went to the exact same page as well. So I mean, it's right there in the rules, and a ton of accounts do it, but you see something as big as car insurance, like the only two results on there with site links, both of them breaking the guidelines already. And then I thought I'd show you a couple of examples of people doing it right. So typed in buy cheap televisions, and Best Buy shows at the top. So if we click through for them, we see their main page at the top here, a general TV page, and then they have three different pages. They're pretty similar, but they've kind of changed the order of how the TVs are showing based on whether they're showing flat screens or certain sizes, as shown in their site link. So this is going along with the guidelines. It's perfectly fine. It's a good example of how to use site links. And then Sears also, so what they had was their main page coming from the main link on their ad, and then they had two offers or two deals that they thought were really good as their site links, and you can see them both side by side here and here. And that's again another good way to follow site links while staying within Google's guidelines. So what are the kind of issues here then? Well, the first one is probably easier for e-commerce sites to get away with using site links the way they're supposed to be used, because they can have different products and different offers, and they still have a ton of different things to sell, whereas a lead gen site really only has one thing to sell, and that's getting you to sign up on the form. So that can be difficult, and obviously there's probably more offers on e-commerce that you can show in your site links that are appealing, whereas lead gen, a lot of us tend to use different appealing messages but for the same sign up page. And then the other big issue is that everyone seems to be breaking the rules. So you know, are you shooting yourself in the foot by following guidelines when no one else is? Well, hopefully if Google's going to start enforcing the policy, that's not going to be the case anymore. So the advice I'm going to give you on the back of this is to start working through your site links today. Obviously, I think there's going to be a few weeks before it becomes a big issue with Google, but you can make changes today, even if you're just testing. You know, make sure you use this time now, test, have your old site links going up against some new ones to different URLs. It could be that they even work better. I've already found with one of my accounts where I've made some changes that, in fact, I'm now showing 4 site links up there. We're getting better click-through rates, getting better conversion rates as well, because we're showing to different pages and appear more relevant. So it's not all bad news. It just means you've probably got a lot of work to do if you have a lot of campaigns. And that's pretty much it from us. I mean, that's all we wanted to update you with, just to keep you in the loop of the kind of rumors we were hearing. So hopefully you can go away and make use of that. Thanks very much for listening.